Bonjour tout le monde, j'espère que vous allez bien. Aujourd'hui, on va voir deux choses, la sécurité routière et la section 5. Ok, so an clúisiiscint an cé an cuaigú Ryan. Ceartólmid an obair ó é agus den be mu feice de Ryan cuaig cumá. Ok, so an céad gníomhann sin an matching. Faire la une de tous les journaux to make front page news. 2. Entendre parler de quelque chose. To hear about. 3. L'alcool et la drogue au volant. Drink, drug driving. 4. Respecter le code de la route. To respect the rules of the road. Le chauffeur, conducteur. The driver. Une grande responsabilité. A big responsibility. Prendre des risques. To take risks. Être conscient de quelque chose. To be aware of something. Conduire dans un état d'ivresse. To drink in a state of drunkenness. Respecter la limite de vitesse. To respect the speed limit. Okay, so there's a mistake with this one here. So number 11 was meant to go to N here. Alright, so what are they? Les tests de dépistage are your kind of tests that screen you for something. So for drink, for levels of drink and drugs for drivers, okay? Ok. Ensuite, chacun d'entre nous a son rôle à jouer. J, each of us have a role to play. 13. Vouloir c'est pouvoir. K, where there's a will, there's a way. 14. Des troubles de la vision. Vision problems. Un temps de réaction plus long. A longer reaction time. Doubler. To overtake. Griller un feu rouge or brûler un feu rouge. To run a red light, to go through a red light. Les mesures phares. Key measures. S'inscrire dans une auto-école, right? An auto-école. To sign up for driving school. The last one, repasser son code, right? Son code et son permis. To reset one's theory and practical driving test. Okay, son code, theory, and son permis, the driving test. So permis is like your license. So having to sit for the full license. Okay, so we'll quickly run through the sample essay. La sécurité routière, right? Road safety. So le sujet des accidents de la route fait la une de tous les journaux. Right, so the subject of road accidents makes the headlines or the front page. La une is the front page of all the newspapers. Pas un jour passe sans entendre parler de ce triste sujet. That's a nice general phrase there for your essays. Not a day goes by that without hearing about. Remember, entendre parler de, hearing about this sad topic. À mon avis, c'est vraiment lamentable. It's very sorry or sad. Okay. So tout d'abord, first of all, il ne faut pas masquer la réalité. We shouldn't mask the reality. Les accidents de la route sont souvent évitables. Right, so the road accidents are often avoidable. Les causes principales des accidents sont la vitesse, right, so speed, la mauvaise condition de nos routes, bad condition of our roads, et bien sûr l'alcool et le drogue au volant, and of course drink and drug driving. C'est un fait avéré, right? We had that before. It's a well-known fact que l'alcool a des effets multiples sur les capacités de conduite. That alcohol has multiple effects on our ability to drive. Dès le premier verre, right, from the very first glass. Tel que is a nice one to start listing things, okay? Including or such as, right? Tel que, such as des troubles de la vision, right? Vision problems. Un temps de réaction plus long, a longer reaction time, et une modification du comportement du conducteur. And a change in the comportement is the behavior of the driver. Vitesse excessive, right, excessive speed. Doubler sans visibilité, overtaking without visibility. Et griller un feu rouge, etc. Braking or running, going through red lights, etc. Il va sans dire qu'être chauffeur de voiture est une grande responsabilité. It goes without saying, il va sans dire. So you can see all these nice little phrases we've had so far that you could fit into other topics. That being a driver of a car is a huge responsibility. Et on devrait faire de notre mieux, and we should do our best to respecter le code de la route, to respect the rules of the road. Il faut éviter de prendre des risques avec notre vie. We need to avoid taking risks with our lives, okay, with our life, and the life of others, la vie des autres. Les jeunes au volant ne sont pas toujours conscients des risques. So les jeunes au volant, the young people behind the wheel, right? Au volant, your volant is like your steering wheel, are not always aware of the risks. Et malheureusement, and unfortunately, ça finit mal pour eux et pour ces passagers. That ends up poorly for them and for their passengers. À vrai dire, to tell the truth, ce n'est pas sorcier, it's not rocket science. On devrait toujours porter la ceinture de sécurité. We should always wear your ceinture is your belt, okay, so seat belt, ceinture de sécurité. Vérifier que notre voiture est en bon état. Check that our car is in a good condition. Ne jamais conduire dans un état d'ivresse. Never drive in a drunken state. And just looking at that there, remember I told you that, you know, those negative constructions, your ne pas, ne jamais, ne rien, ne plus. If you're using them with an infinitive, they come always before the infinitive. So normally, if you conjugate the verb, you have to put the ne before the verb and the pas after it. But once the verb is in the infinitive, like we have here, right, ends in re, then we must put the two words, the two negative parts beforehand. Okay, so never driving in a drunken state, and respect la limite de vitesse, the speed limit. À mon avis, in my opinion, il y a trois mesures phares. There are three key measures que le gouvernement devrait mettre en place, that the government should put in place. Il devrait investir davantage. Davantage is the same as plus, okay? So they should invest more. Afin de is the same as pour, right? So in order to améliorer l'état des routes, right? To improve the condition of the roads. Éduquer le public, to educate the public. Avec des campagnes de sensibilisation, with awareness campaigns. Et faire davantage de tests de dépistage d'alcool et de drogue au volant. And do more drug and alcohol screening for those, you know, behind the wheel, okay? So drink driving and drug driving tests. De surcroît, in addition, okay, il faut mettre en place, we need to put in place, les conséquences plus sérieuses, more serious consequences, pour les coupables, for the guilty, tel que, and you can see here we're using tel que again, right? Tel que, remember, means such as, and you can give a list, but the tel que needs to agree with, you know, what you're saying, such as, like for example, les conséquences plus sérieuses. So this has to agree with conséquence, right? So, you know, more serious consequences such as. So because conséquence is feminine, the tel que has to be feminine as well, okay? De lourdes amendes, heavy fines, et des peines plus sévères, and more serious sentences. So we've had that vocab before. À la suite d'une annulation du permis, à la suite means following, right? So following cancellation of a license, right? On devrait s'inscrire, one should have to sign up to or for driving school and follow the training before resitting the theory test and the driving license. Okay, so that's something that happens in France, but doesn't happen here. Pour conclure, je suis convaincu que chacun d'entre nous a son rôle à jouer. To conclude, I am convinced that each of us, right, chacun d'entre nous, each of us a son rôle à jouer, has their role to play. Afin de, again, in order to lutter contre ce fléau, to fight against this scourge, Comme on dit en français, vouloir c'est pouvoir. As we say in French, where there's a will, there's a way. So sinné guys, tá an obair don new suasar teams tá beag se fécinint Ryan na cuaig don clúisiiscint le fédí ver, so an nuacht. Agus an stórfocal sin, a lá nascanna idir sin agus le security routier i le transport aussi. Gur míle.